See this mess? See how I'm walking? Sure. Now, have a little nest egg, but what does it mean if I fucking fall and break my neck? Or this mess is because I'm in pain. Can't even walk straight. It's in the emergency. Been in the emergency 3 times in the past 3 weeks. I'm not sure how this light's gonna be with this. Oh fuck, it's all trial. Do you believe that, guys? I got approved for psych disability. And while yes, I admittedly, I've told you I feel lots of guilt over everything imaginable in my entire life, getting on psych disability, I don't feel guilty at all. I told the truth. I told the fucking truth about what I had gone through over the last 4 traumatic years of my life. I told the truth, and they got documentation, you know, from everywhere, from people I saw in California, the welfare shrinks, and the other shrink, the welfare shrink referred me to. And, the restraining order, the people at the domestic violence emergency shelter, the people here that I saw at a domestic violence, the woman I saw at a domestic violence place here in Massachusetts, the woman I've been talking to in the shelter, and also Social Security. You know, I talked to their own shrink, you know. No guilt, but peeked into my back. Oh, at least I'm here with my mom. I had to tell that black woman I trust her, you know, I wanted her to know. Because she sometimes, you know, says, I'm worried about you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, you can worry a little bit less now, because at least I have a little nest egg. I gave her to read the letter that I wrote to my aunt who has cancer, the email I sent to my long-lost brother, quote-unquote, the essay I wrote in college, you know, my college essay about what it was like for me to be a kid with a mother who had suffered from schizophrenia since I was 10. I gave her some of my poetry. I gave her a copy of what that free lawyer wrote for me that got me to get the, you know, that caused the judge to give me the restraining order against Donald. Anyway, and I gave her this letter. Dear, her name, initial. My entire life, quote unquote, reads like a good or bad, depending upon your perspective, movie of the week. Because you could say all the drama and all the trauma and all the whatever, you know, would make a good, you know, movie of the week. Depending upon your perspective, movie of the week. That may or may not, depending upon a number of known and unknown factors, have a happy ending. My sick mother, whom I would bare my teeth like a rabid, vicious beast to protect, is being and has been for years 100% manipulated and controlled by my Marion, who loves that my mother, who fears her sister section her yet again, is not causing any trouble and is taking her daily cocktail of 3 very potent psych meds like a good little girl. The kind of good little girl my CUNT of an Aunt Marion, who admittedly hates my fucking guts, has forever wished to no avail I would be. This is all mixed up. I wrote all kinds of crap. I wrote about that woman masturbating, you know. I raped because of my... I get to wake up to the sounds of WP, wet, you know what, every night, and then I get to have people like, this was supposed to that black woman too, but like your friend, blah, blah, blah. 100% believe that people like me should just put up with poor, insert the name of the masturbator, because poor, insert the name of the masturbator, is sick and such a nice person. Oh yes, that's another thing, you know. In that shelter, certain people don't like it if you legitimately complain or talk shit about other certain people, you know. So not only was I pissed off at things, I was pissed off at the people who were telling me that I had no right to say anything about it. One of them was a woman who would bitch up a storm about her druggy boyfriend and what he'd done to her lately and blah, blah, whatever. Yet would say, you know, if I want to say legitimate things, like people talking down to me or people this, whatever, she was like, you know, Laura, I told you I don't like that kind of stuff. And she would think things like, you know, if you don't have something nice to say about somebody, then don't say anything at all. Or I'm a Christian and that, whatever, yeah. But you can bitch up a storm about your boyfriend who's in there with you, and that's okay, right? But I can't, you know. So all these people, I just want to get away from all of them. Even that guy, you know. Some people in there were falsely believing that me and that guy were lovers, and he liked it. The guy in the 60s. Do you think he cleared it up? No. He pissed me off too, because little things piss me off, and he has a car and he doesn't want to give rides to anybody, and he just makes an excuse, oh, his car's so full. And then when I first saw his car, after he'd made these excuses, just said he says it to other people, and I saw the front passenger seat, and if he had to, he could, there wasn't really, the papers and stuff, there wasn't anything, he could throw it on the back seat. It's just an excuse. And he saw me walking, hunched over, leaving the shelter, on my way to go to the hospital that day. And I did wind up going. I just first went to the library, and then I went to the hospital. But the thing is, he saw me, and his usual, oh, I'd like to give you a ride, but you know, he points to like what is nothing in the passenger seat, and you know, little things like that. And I already told you that he's suicidal, and my black friend, you know, she doesn't like people like that. She says, you know, most people who are going to kill themselves just do it and don't talk about it. And I don't know. All I know is that, like I told her, I don't feel pressure when I'm around you. You make me feel good and not bad, you know. I enjoy just your company, and I can't say the same for that other guy. Sure, he was there to hear me, you know, complain and whatever in the shelter, but you know what? Like, she called him, she said, you know, he's a miserable old man, and he falsely believed that his willingness to listen to me, and often, you know, begrudgingly, or listen to me bitch and gripe about all my problems, endless problems, constituted a real friendship, and it didn't. It didn't. A real friend would see you walking down the street in agony and offer you a ride, not make an excuse that he has somewhere to go, or, you know, it's not a real friend. I'm sorry. And I don't have to stay friends with this guy out of pity, even though I feel bad, but, you know, I just want to, I got out. I can't believe it. And I'm going to buy things to help my mom out. She's, like I told that black woman too, my mom's loved me unconditionally. My mom wouldn't have cared if I was a porn star. My mom still loved me unconditionally. My mom's done the best she could for me, you know, considering what she had to work with and whatnot. So I'm on tramadol, meth, prednisolone, and benthamine. I don't know what they are, but it doesn't matter. I would wake up every night, ever since I got that lower bunk that I needed. I would wake up every night to that woman doing what I sounded like, you know. But in any case, I think that's what it was. I mean, we all know that she does it. It's a running joke throughout the shelter. The men and women know. So it's probably what I was hearing, you know, the sounds of wet, blah, blah, blah. But even so, even if it wasn't, she definitely was hearing her crawl around her bed at night. She was on the top bunk going, in the middle of the night, I'd wake up to it every night, going, talking to herself and whatever. And one of the women in there said she sees that as demonic possession. I see it as schizophrenia, tomato, you know, whatever. I was supposed to go to the library today, but took all my energy to take a shower and wash my hair. When I was in the shelter, I told my friends, a couple of my friends, I'm like, you know, you're in trouble when you're jealous, when you hear someone farting in the bathroom and you're jealous. You know, because I'm constipated and couldn't do anything, and on top of the back pain, it aggravated the back pain. Just horrible. Every time I lay down, no matter how I try with pillows, there's no way to know I'm in agony getting up, you know. And I probably should take a walk, but I'm not going to go to the library. I probably should go to the store, though. I should do something. I don't know. It'd be so nice to be touched again. Held, made love to, all that crap. But as I told my super hot black friend, super hot, just not even talking physically, I'm just talking just her personality. She has in her quality, I told her qualities that I would want in a guy, because I'm not really quote unquote into women. I'm into women a little bit, just like the Glamour magazine talks about, you know. There's all different shades of gray, you know. You can be 80% into the opposite sex and 20% into the same sex. Whatever, doesn't mean you'll even ever act upon it. I like that woman, though. She has a lot of qualities that I would like in myself, but I would definitely like to have in a future lover. Male lover. Arrogance, confidence, but combined with a caring nature. And you gotta have patience to deal with this creature, whatever I happen to be. Because I am certainly not normal. Not even remotely so. Anyway, Omar lost 1.5 pounds. I couldn't even pick him up. I not only couldn't pick him up off the ground, which is so sad. My mom put him in my arms so I could, and I couldn't even barely hold him. But at least I found out that he is losing weight. Very happy about that. He lost 1.5 pounds in a little less than 3 weeks. And I stayed the same, but that's okay. I'm 163.6. I would like to lose another 10 to 15 pounds at least. Not gonna happen buying the crap that I bought, you know, because I just got out of the shelter and now I can eat when I want and what I want, and have, you know, crackers and cream cheese and ice cream, and can eat 10 o'clock at night. I haven't any, you know, but I'm gonna diet again, believe me. And I'm gonna buy stuff. Like I said, I have $17,000 now. 16,600 and something. But I'm gonna be at another 1,000 in a couple weeks, and then it's gonna be almost 18,000 left in the bank. It's only gonna take a little chunk of it, first, last, and security when I get an apartment or whatever, first, last, and security. Not to mention the fact that, and furniture and whatnot, and, but even my butt friend, because I was talking about clothes, I'm like, I'm not going to buy it. She's like, you could go all out in a huge wardrobe, Laura. It wouldn't put a dent in that 17,000. She's right, it wouldn't. It's not real to me. Nothing's real to me because that's not. And sure, I want money. I don't want to be poor and in the shelter and whatever, but what I want, I can't have. I can't have it because I'm all fucked up inside. Looking like this, oh, I could have it in a second. It's just most 99.9% of the men who would want to give me that, fuck me, screw me, lick me, make love to me, hold me, massage me, kiss me, whatnot, touch me all over, even in public, would not be the guy that I would want.